EA, I think, is the new norm. If 25 years ago I was asking that question, should I get my AOS? Now the question is, should I get my BA? And the answer is absolutely yes. In the grand scheme of life, if you look back 10 years from now and ask if an associate's degree is enough, the answer is probably no. So I think your plan should be a culinary BA. I think our program at NECI has great value. I think it's still a very realistic program in terms of preparing you for the industry. But if the AOS is preparing you for a position in a restaurant, the BA is absolutely more career focused. The expectations of a BA student is to be a leader. And we start, I think, very early on providing the tools to be a better chef, to be a sous chef, to be a chef, to be a manager, to be an entrepreneur. We start thinking globally. That becomes very important. The world becomes smaller. It seems more manageable, I think, when you go through the BA program. We provide some essential tools that are needed for a leader in the industry today. I think we should all be aware of how competitive this field is. And while there is plenty of work out there, I guess it really depends on what type of work you're looking for down the road. Is it a job in a restaurant, or is it a career that you're looking for? If you're career-minded, then a BA has to be the norm. When you have a BA, it certainly puts you at a higher standing, along with experience, than someone that just has an AOS degree. It says something about you. It says that you're in this industry, you're in this business for the long haul. This is going to be your career. As I was reflecting in the kitchen the other day, and it was a very busy shift. It was a Friday afternoon, and I felt like I was in the industry. You always feel that way at NECI. So I think our education continues to be very, very realistic in terms of preparing you for that restaurant job or for that restaurant career. There was probably 50 people in the kitchen. It seemed crowded. Everybody was focused and busy working during the rush hour or attending to their duties. I think early on, NECI has a level of expectation of the student that they should be taking personal responsibility for their appearance, personal responsibility for their station, personal responsibility for the team, for the community. It's very empowering to see that in students when they become comfortable at a station and they realize that this is the industry for them or this is the field for them. I think we do a very good job at making sure that food service is the right selection for the student. And from that point on, when they know that it's the right position for them or the right career for them, these start to grow exponentially, and you can see that development. Our school is very humble, but I think we deliver in preparing students for the industry. I guess I have a different view of sustainability. Maybe it's a little bit of an older school view, but when you go into an apprenticeship and you're training for the industry, sustainability happens almost naturally. If you're working for a private restaurateur or a chef who's very cost conscious, and the great ones usually are, you wouldn't think about wasting resources. You would not turn your oven on 2 hours before service without hearing about it. You wouldn't waste side towels because you know the impact. Everything you come in contact with costs money and waste resources, and good entrepreneurs and good chefs instill this in their apprentices, and then you carry that on. So it's sustainability. I wouldn't say I'm the most sustainable person at NECI, but my training forces me to be sustainable. So sustainability forces you to become a better chef, and being a good cost-conscious chef, utilizing all of your product, using what's in season, forces you to be more sustainable. They tend to be integrated. One of the things that we discovered is this sustainability trend, if you will, and healthy cooking trend are really coming together as almost one trend. I think it's the responsibility of food service producers and chefs to start delivering a healthier product. You no longer can hide behind the cliche that you're a chef, not a doctor. Just give the people what they want. Certainly knowing the percentage of fats and the poor eating habits that many Americans have. I think at Necky we're starting to realize that and have for some time now. Nutrition has become very important, but also right from the beginning in our culinary program, there are alternatives to some of the most essential flavorings that we were all trained on. Every dish doesn't have to have bacon in it. Every dish doesn't have to be finished with cream and butter. There's a level of moderation that's starting to develop in this field, and I think we do a very good job certainly within the BA program, mentioning and teaching to this. It's difficult to cook well without high fat and rich ingredients. When you force yourself to look outside of your comfort zone in terms of what you're used to seasoning with, egg yolks, heavy cream, whole fat cheeses, it becomes difficult, but in the end you are a better chef. You're a better technical chef in the end for being able to use these alternative ingredients, these healthier ingredients.